excited to see this thing. Let's unroll it and get it set up. I have no idea how wide this one's gonna be, but I imagine it's pretty wide. Man, this thing is gonna be huge. There's the tube to hook up the blower. Man, this thing is gonna be ginormous. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think that's about the best we're gonna get as far as unfolding him. We'll let the air do the rest of the work. I cannot wait to see that clear PVC material come popping out. There's a couple of zippers that I have to zip up before we inflate him. I'm gonna do that real quick. And I saw some D-rings around the bottom that I'm gonna hammer in some stakes to make sure he doesn't blow away while we're inflating him. I can't wait to see this. This looks awesome. Zipper over here on the side. And a D-ring right under the zipper. And I have no idea where the front of the inflatable is exactly. So I think we're just gonna kind of inflate it how it is and see how it turns out. I think we'll just leave that one stake in so far. When we inflate it, we'll add another one. Looks like there's a zipper on the clear PVC. There may even be some other zippers around here, but I'll figure that out while it's inflating. Over here at the inflation tube, there is a square that has some Velcro on it. I don't really know what that's about, but maybe we'll find some use for it later on when we get this set up. For now, I'm gonna open it up so I can connect the blower and make sure the air has a nice clean pathway into the inflatable. There we go. All right, let's do it. I'm checking around to see if there's any more zippers. I kind of would expect one to be on the bottom, but so far I don't see one. It's probably a good idea to check before this whole thing is inflated. Okay, let's pull them into position a little better. Wow, this thing is huge. It looks like a big donut right now. Now it looks like a flying saucer. Everything's starting to pop up. This is crazy big, man. I'm gonna put some stakes in while this thing inflates. I think I hit a rock. There are plenty of D-rings here to hook this up. Look at the snowman coming alive in there. He's all wrapped in the plastic. That plastic will inflate any second now. He's coming. Oh my gosh, I gotta give you a look over here. You can kind of see it on the camera there, the snowman being held down by the plastic. That is hilarious. This thing is so big, it's spilling onto the driveway over here. I had no idea that it was gonna inflate this large. I'll give him a little assistance. Wow. That is gonna be a ginormous globe. The plastic is just very well folded up right now, but that should help. Man, this thing is ginormous. That is huge. No more zippers as far as I can tell. I think it just takes a while to inflate this big dome. The big dome is just dancing around right now. It's pretty well inflated, but there's still a lot of extra material. This could definitely be popped out more. The rest of it is pretty firm, so I'm gonna give this a little bit, and then I'll come back to you guys and see if I can figure out why this is not inflating all the way. How's it going?
How you doing, dude? Good, how are you?
Good.
Here you are.
My new Christmas hats, thanks.
Hey, not a problem. Have a good day.
You too. Check it out, guys. The Amazon guy just dropped off the hats we've been waiting for all day. Let's open it up. I got one for me and one for my dad. Ooh, yes, very cool. All right, we got to put this on. Goodbye, Santa hat, and hello, Christmas ball cap. How cool is that? I told my dad that we should make some custom Christmas ball caps, and I looked on Amazon, and it already exists. So if you want a hat like this, you can find it on Amazon. Perfect. How cool. Then I got one for Dad. Merry Christmas, Dad. Perfect timing too, because this thing finally inflated all the way. It took about 20 minutes for this big dome to inflate and then kind of straighten out all the creases so you can see through it clearly. But look at how awesome that is. That is huge. The snowman and ornaments and candy cane alone are the size of like a regular inflatable that you would buy at a retail store. This is now my favorite Christmas inflatable. Thank you so much, Wellcomer. Let me give you a closer look at the details. First, let's back up and get a look at this thing from further away. This thing is crazy huge. It says 16 feet tall, but it certainly looks taller than 16 feet. Maybe they mean 16 feet wide. I don't know. We'll have to see how tall it is compared to the other inflatables that are actually over there right now. I'm going to inflate all three of them next to each other in a little bit here. I feel like he's the same height as them. This thing is giant. Look at the mound of snow behind the snowman over here. That is very cool. He's sitting on a mound of snow, and then there's some Christmas ornaments and a candy cane over here. What great details. He is wearing a Christmas scarf. I love the Christmas scarf. His details are 3D. He's got the carrot nose popping out, stick arms and everything, and a top hat. How cute. A nice smiley face on him. This thing is awesome. That thing really inflated well now. It just took a little bit of time, but now that is firm. Wow. That thing is very firm now. I don't know why it took so long, probably just because it's so ginormous. This thing is colossal. Lots of little ornaments and inflatables inside of that dome. And then of course all the Wellcomer inflatables have these handles on the side so you can grab it and move it around so you can get it placed wherever you want. There are plenty of D-rings on the bottom. You can see one there. And then there's one there that I have nailed down. And there's a little piece of Velcro right here. I don't actually know what that is for, but we can open it up and stick your hand into the dome. I would totally fill that with something like snow and see if it would swirl around, but I don't think that it would work. Maybe I'll try it one of these days, but then I'd have the issue of having a bunch of stuff inside the dome that I wouldn't be able to get out. Oh, there's actually two of them. There's one over there. Maybe that's for Christmas lights, because you can put lights on the inside of these. I'll have to get creative and put some lights in there and utilize these little holes. There's also a big zipper right there. That will definitely help with deflating this thing. I'm actually afraid to deflate this thing. It's going to be so much work trying to get it back in the bag, but we're going to put it to the test. So far, I've been able to get every inflatable back into its carrying bag. There's the blower going strong, and the instructions are right down there on the inflatable. So instructions and warnings. There's another zipper right there that will help to deflate this entire bottom part. Another handle right over there, and of course more D-rings on the bottom of the inflatable. This thing is crazy big. Let's go down the street a little more and see how it looks from far away. Whoa, look at that thing. That's about as wide as the main area of my house. That is crazy. And I love how clear that plastic is from back here. Over time, with that thing inflating, it's going to fix all the creases in it, and that'll be crystal clear. Look at that thing. How beautiful. I love it. This is my favorite Christmas inflatable. A ginormous Christmas snow globe with a happy snowman on the inside. That is awesome. Here he is compared to me. This thing is absolutely colossal. I love it.